Welcome everyone to Hammered and Cheese, where the leftovers aren't done until sadness lays in. We have a video for everyone to share first. The inspiration for today's episode, which is specifically this, and enjoy.
There's no sound.
I love this.
There's no sound.
There's no sound, Dino.
There's no sound? Jesus.
No.
Hold on. Well, give me 1 second then. Hold on.
Over the top, it's fine.
Listen, you know what? Okay, fine. Here it is for everybody.
Apparently, people now call you mental.
Yeah.
We want you to speak to a psychiatrist.
This is all just because of a sandwich.
A sandwich?
Yeah, you see, my sister makes these amazing turkey sandwiches. Her secret is she puts an extra slice of gravy-soaked bread in the middle. I call it the moist maker. Anyway, I put my sandwich in the fridge over here. And...
Oh, you know what? I'm sorry. I believe I ate that.
You ate my sandwich?
It was a simple mistake. It could happen to anyone.
Oh, really? Did you confuse it with your own turkey sandwich with the moist maker?
No.
Do you perhaps remember seeing a note on top of it?
There may have been a joke or limerick of some kind.
That said, it was my sandwich.
Now calm down. Come look in my office. Some of it may still be in the trash.
What?
Well, it was quite large. I had to throw most of it away.
You threw my sandwich away. My sandwich! My sandwich!
Immediately to jail.
Yeah, immediately. Screw that guy.
Okay, that guy. Like the audacity of someone that steals lunches in general, you should be hung up by your toenails. Just
I'm eating cheese straight from the bag, and that guy is worse than I am. Hi, I'm the guest for today.
yeah. So everyone, listen. We are hi. What's happening, Em? Yeah, we are making a moist maker because Cole. I still haven't been able to upload those pictures. Don't know why, but Cole made a full turkey for his family. And in turn, as everyone knows, if you make a full turkey for your family, you're going to be eating turkey for like a week and a half. That is factually. Why is he eating cheese straight from the bag? Because he is the embodiment of sadness.
If you want to find out why, go follow Atlas Novack on TikTok.
I mean, that's fair.
I'm been off school.
Hey, I'm getting all kinds of echo, guys.
Yeah, Atlas, I think you're giving a back echo on yours. I don't know. Vai tumo no-ko. I don't know what that means there, friend, but hey. Gabriel, maybe he likes your cheese, Atlas. That's fair. Keep following your dreams, guys. Much love from the UK. Mental health improvement. Yo, we are trying to help with mental health in our own way because we're weirdos, but we appreciate that greatly and thank you. Apparently M's cat jumped onto her keyboard and ruined everything. That's fair. Armin, hello. Yasser, 3 gay men. Wouldn't you like that, you dirty pervert? So everyone, welcome to Hammered and Cheese. We are making a moist maker, and by we I mean Cole is making it, and we're watching him because that's hilarious. That's something we do.
Should we do the thing where it's like we're tiny and he's huge because he's the one?
I mean, I will do doing that. That's eventually, but you know,
No,
that's all
I'm
right.
the big one. That's per you.
I mean, there's a first to everything. That's fine. That's
The shortest out of the three of us.
it's fantastic. Cole, what are you drinking tonight?
I'm drinking Red's hard apple cider, and it tastes like apple peels.
I mean, that'll happen. I don't speak English. I from Brazil. Gabriel, you type English better than some of the people who are on screen right now.
No
That's
habla
fine.
inglés.
Murder King says loser. Hey, it's okay if you're a loser, Murder King. We still embrace you and you're still welcome to watch. But as long as you like and subscribe to all of our channels, otherwise we'll have to keep on calling you a loser. That's just how it is.
I love the implication that Murder King is like loser. Where he just keeps having Mr.
Yeah.
Loser.
It's
Loser.
oh, now he says double loser. Murder King.
Yeah.
Think positively of yourself. You don't have to be a loser. You could be a winner. You could be Murder Emperor.
What
I don't know,
is
is that
this?
above
We
King?
have such appreciate it, Murder King.
We appreciate it.
But we have like a bad echo problem right now, and
Oh,
I don't
you
know
do?
what the problem is.
I'm not sure.
It's like it's like everybody who's speaking is echoing.
I have echo cancellation. Have you checked? You do I play Roblox? Do I look like I play Roblox? Check Atlas on yours if it has echo cancellation on your settings. Cole, can you do the same thing? And that way we can try and do this. No,
For the last 30 seconds, so I think it's cool then.
it may be Cole's end.
I just turned mine on, or mine was off the whole time.
It was on?
No, well, the echo cancellation is on. It's been
Okay,
on.
now it's on. All right, all right.
Yeah.
All right. All right. What is the weirdest thing you've said? I mean, if you look back, we say tons of weird shit here. What's up? Where are we from? I'm from Toronto. He is from California, and he is from Cleveland, Ohio. What's 10 plus 10? 22. Clearly. What's wrong with you? That's fine.
Gabriel, you're trying your best. I appreciate that.
Gabriel, that's fine. Just be cool. Everyone relax. There's no reason to be angry. And of course, Cole, how are you today, sir?
Are you talking to me?
Yeah. Is it that bad?
No, I don't know what's going on. There's so much going on in my house right now. Everybody's here, so
It's like
anyway.
still Thanksgiving weekend.
There's just so much going on in the background, and then it's going on. Anyway, what were you saying? You know,
How is your Saturday, sir?
dude, this shit I haven't even told you yet. So,
Murder King, it's not 22. Only if you're not trying hard enough, sir. Do you guys believe dragons were real also? I mean, there is an argument because technically, if dragons were real, their bones would have been hollow like birds, and birds also don't calcify into good.
we're Joe Rogan people. Of course, we believe in dragons.
I mean, Atlas thinks the Earth is flat, so that's fine. That's just... because it's not 22. Maybe if you try harder, your parents will love you, Murder King. Just calm down. What's up, Surge?
What up, Surge?
Also, Murder King loser doesn't have that many R's. What are you, a pirate? Jesus, come on, man. You're going to be a Murder King. You can't be Pirate King as well. You can only have one kingship. Why are you being ridiculous?
I love the implication. I love
All right, let's get this sandwich on the road. No, Alan has got somewhere to be.
Yeah, pretty much. Just let's go.
This your audio is fucking driving me crazy. I don't know what's going on without this.
That sounds like Dino's going in and out.
My audio is bad. I don't know what's happening. I blame on the internet.
Fine. All right, so we got this big, fat, juicy turkey that people kind of just picked at. They didn't really eat.
There's so much turkey left.
That's a lot of turkey. Why is so much?
I don't know because it's not good. Man, no, put the fucking dog on.
I think the best part of the show is that Cole is cut. Like, imagine Gordon Ramsay trying to do MasterChef and then his family just keeps showing up. He's like, I am cooking, get the fuck out!
I mean, that's basically it. I mean, like, I can only imagine how angry he is right now. Because he did a lot of food. Like, he sent me pictures, and we went live afterward. He made a ton of food, and now he's stuck with an entire turkey to eat for the week.
Tonight, bro.
Machine edits. How do you feel as Christmas is only 24 days away? I mean, I'm happy. It's starting to get cold. That's good. M from Norfolk says the Earth is not flat. Have you been there? Are you sure? Just saying. Bro, I'm going to make you a dare. Listen, if you pay us enough, which by all means, everyone, you're welcome to send us a super chat, but also watching helps. Make sure you subscribe. Otherwise, God won't love you. That's fine.
It seems like it would be a plug of Patreon if you had a Patreon.
Well, eventually we are going to have a Patreon. That's going to happen.
They don't eat turkey in my family. They're all like, I don't like turkey. It's not good. And I'm like,
I feel like that is one of the aggravating parts about Thanksgiving is when people are like, "Yes, Thanksgiving. What did you make? Turkey." They're like, "Oh, I don't really like turkey." They're like, "Why are you excited about it? It doesn't make any
Yeah,
sense."
why are you coming to Thanksgiving then? And not only that, but like it's always the same bullshit. Like they're like, it's really dry. I'm like, I don't make it dry. I shove a ton of butter in it. It's not dry. And they're like, okay. And I try it and they're like, yeah, it's not dry. Anyway, where's the ham? I'm like, why are you lying to me?
Look,
You should give me the same excuse everyone else gives.
Is the play.
Sorry, Atlas. What did you say?
I said, as somebody who grew up Jewish, I think brisket. That should
Oh
be
yeah, absolutely. Brisket. Listen, but I've also had dry brisket. I'm like, I'm telling you, people need to. There's nothing worse than somebody saying, "Oh, you should try a brisket." I'm like, "Great, I'll get it," and then it's all dry, and I'm like, "Why would you do that? What did I do to you that you would burn me so bad? Like, it's just horrible."
Brisket and turkey are
When
very
you're talking about the brisket, like if you have if you have a dry brisket, like you don't deserve to be in the kitchen anymore.
That's also true. Murder King says, "Hey, don't say that. God loves everybody. Your name is Murder King. He definitely either he uses you, probably doesn't love you. Let's be fine."
If God's really dead.
M. Norfolk, I honestly believe that your cat is attacking your keyboard for multiple of your comments. I'm jealous. I want to see a picture of the cat. I'll be honest. That's really what it is.
Yeah.
Hey,
Munir, hi. Do you remember me? I don't remember what I had for breakfast, Munir, but I welcome you back regardless. Thank you, sir.
Be careful how you word stuff, man. Saying you want a picture of people's cats.
I do want a picture of their cat. That's not a joke.
I mean,
Yeah, just be careful how you word stuff. Because cat means something else these days.
That's because everyone is a pervert. That's not on me. That's because God has abandoned us a long time ago.
If everyone follows a path and you go against the path, that makes you crazy.
I've been crazy for a long time. That's fair. M says our cat is called Anubis. I mean,
it's a good name for a cat.
It's a good name for a cat. My cat's name is Apollo. He's fantastic. He is not loving at all. He's a little loving to my wife, but that's about it. Nothing else. He doesn't love anyone else. He's quite mean. He likes to carve at me. This is a new shirt. It's actually fleece lined. It's got it's super warm. And then he immediately latched on and pulled it right there. And there's little thread coming out because I'm like, yeah, it's brand new. What a dick.
I have a cat. His name is Goosey. He's named after John Leguizamo because he has like a black spot on his lip.
Do you mean John Leguizamo?
The actor, John
Leguizamo. Yeah, that's fine.
However you pronounce it. It's Italian, but he's Mexican. He doesn't even know. And one day I'm going to tell the Mufasa story again.
Yeah.
But essentially, he fell off the ledge of my window, and he didn't realize the window was closed. So all he saw was outside the window, and then he fell off the ledge, and he didn't know which way he fell. And then all I heard was "oh!" Like a person fell.
Oh.
And he looked up at me all just. He looked at me embarrassed. It was the most human emotion cat I've ever seen. It was crazy.
It's like a cat that was a human in a past life, and he's like, "What's going on?"
I mean, that's factual.
They forgot to hard delete me before they started me over as a cat or something.
I mean, I feel like becoming a cat in your next life is a great thing. What the Sigma? Say it, Dino, please. I said what the Sigma. I don't know what that means, but hey, I got a cat named Serge. You got a cat named Donuts? That's a great name for a cat. I have a problem when people name their pets human names. That really bothers me.
I don't like that people name their cats food names and then are surprised when people eat them. Big what?
That's ridiculous.
My in-laws have a cat named Ozzy after Ozzy Osbourne, which is after a person. You don't get a lot of people named Ozzy. It's like Osbourne Smith, the baseball player. But anyway, Ozzy is the cutest cat ever, and I want to kidnap him, but I can't.
That's fair.
Garlic powder.
Garlic powder, wonderful.
So the gravy is already pre-made, but it needs to be warmed up.
It's supposed to be like a leftover sandwich. right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I'm just warming it. I'm just like reheating it because it's all like solidified, you know.
As you should. As you should.
Add
M says
lots of garlic to it.
if you get on my cat's bad side when you die, you'll be dragged down to hell. No joke. Yeah, that's cats do. I feel that people don't realize how important cats are to the fabric of the universe because they do not operate by normal physics and or anything. Like they are, halfway between both worlds. That's totally reasonable.
I don't follow the laws of physics either.
No, they don't. No, they don't. They always land on their feet.
All like a ninja. Yeah.
Well, it's also too is that if your dog bites somebody, they can sue you. But if a cat bites you, the law, this is the law, assumes you deserved it because that's how cats work.
That's funny.
And I'm like, I feel like the only hope you can have is to come back as a cat. That'd be great. I got a dog named Snaker. Snaker's a good one. That's a good dog name. Thank you very much. I do like my beard. I am going to be trimming it soon. That should be interesting. I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I feel like I want lightning bolts in the side. Makes me go faster.
Because you're almost to Santa length.
I am.
Length.
And the thing is, if I keep it Santa length with how gray it is, I feel like people will approach me too much, and I don't like that. Because you know me, I don't like people at all.
They start approaching him, they're like, are you Santa in like a prequel movie? Before he becomes Santa, but he's still got the beard? But it's to show that he's younger because he hasn't been white yet or something.
Yeah. I originally grew the beards because it made people stay away more than just my murder face. So, it was very I like to keep it unkept and a little bit wild. That way people just leave me alone. But
I because people were assuming I was a 12-year-old. What's the next thing?
This is going to be the moist maker right here. So I like to use sub red. So I'm going to kind of trim the top and the bottom off.
I'm very jealous right now.
Piece of French bread. What kind of bread is that?
It's Italian.
Italian. Okay.
I love right now that you cut off the top and the bottom. That looks so good. Like also that looks like it's going to soak up all gravy. Like in the universe, that may become a black hole of gravy, which I'm okay with.
Sure.
Black hole of gravy. That is going on my band name list.
Also, anybody listen, tomorrow we are going to be having Generation Dan, which is Atlas and I's show, which is going to be at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 1 p.m. Pacific. So please come check that out as well. But make sure you subscribe to the Dino the Genetic Marvel, and then over that way is Atlas Novack, and up here is Sniffing Glue 22. If you're not subscribed, why would you do that? It's horrible.
Why do you want to hurt us?
I had to explain to my son what giblets were in the giblet gravy. And so like I'm pulling all this stuff out. I'm like, these are giblets, these are the balls, these are testicles. He's like looking at me, he's like just kind of in disgust and sad at the same time, like sad that I told him, Not sad that that's what they were, but just sad that and then the funniest thing ever happened. Immediately after, I was like, "You want to take a gander at what this is?"
Like,
he just walked away.
That's exactly how you ruin a child. I like it.
Well, here's the thing: something almost exactly like that happened when I was about like 4 or 5 years old. I asked my dad where babies came from, and my dad, who is a doctor, and if you want to hear more about that, go to Generation Dan and check out the Aspen photos.
Yes.
But I asked him where babies came from, and he just told me where babies came from with the diagram from the medical textbook.
Which,
and
like,
it was the same reaction, just like, I don't want to grow up.
Yeah, no. All right, here, let's just check out some comments. Serge, I had a white cat, and I made a backstory for him. I pretended that he was racist. I feel like all cats are a little bit racist. That's fair. That's a reasonable thing. So tomorrow at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard, come check us out on Generation Dan as well. Reese, what's up? Turkey guy, he's making turkey, so he's in the process. It's all happening. M, you got your cat is dominating your office. That's totally reasonable.
Some bread's going in the gravy,
bro. That is proper soaking. Like that is the best piece of bread for that kind of gravy. I gotta go. I'm on a soccer match. I know I'm going to win. Bye. Go kill it, Mooner.
Later. What up, Reese?
What's happening, Reese? How's the UK doing? Any new fires? Have the Irish revolted? I'm just asking, just in general. I feel like that's a good time for history.
Katie
Is when
made me watch Speak No Evil yesterday. Have you guys seen that?
Speak No Evil. No, I haven't seen it yet.
It's like a psychological thriller with James McAvoy. But
Oh, it's where they're in the mountains.
kind of. It's where like it's this couple with a daughter, and then it's this British couple who are in the mountains with them, and then they invite them to their home, and then crazy shit happens. But
Yeah. We almost went to go see that, but then I was like, yeah, you know what? Maybe not a psychological thriller. Just
Oh my God. If John D. Ruddy hears me doing that Irish accent in front of him, I'm gonna get punched in the face.
Oh yeah, just so everyone knows, both Atlas and Cole, when they do accents, they are absolutely horrible. We had an entire episode where they kept on trying to do them, and you know what? I'll tell you this much: for an American, the accents were okay. For anyone else in the universe, absolutely horrific. It very much reminded me of "The South Will Rise Again, man," and you're like, that's not Jamaican, or it's not the South. You know?
Okay, Dana, I
Reese-
don't want to talk to you about your Greek accent. All right.
The Greek is the best, my friend. You can say whatever you like, okay? But it's just true.
Bro, that's so Mexican.
No, it's not cool.
I don't know.
Things going on, I just don't follow them. Same
But
kind of
like either of you have met a Mexican before.
I was in Mexico last year. Jesus.
I don't want to hear your shit, Yeah.
Plenty of things going on. I just don't follow them. I mean, that's probably best for your mental health. I stopped watching the news for the specific fact that I'm like, yeah, this is just toxic. I don't care. I just don't care. Unless it's a war on my doorstep, I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. That's fine. Or if they're gonna draft me, which I would like to see them try.
They're not gonna draft you, you fucking old bastard.
I feel like if I got drafted, I would walk into the training camp and be like, hey guys, my brain tries to kill me if I don't get my pills.
I mean, listen, it'll be fantastic. So M says I figured out how to type and I have taken control of my human's laptop. I mean, if Anubis can do that, basically we don't need to work anymore. We'll let the cats take care of everything. I feel cats would decide what's important to do and what's not.
I was in Mexico.
I'm gonna throw the turkey in the gravy, all right? Let it soak up.
Bro, that's good. Yeah, I was in Mexico last year, is like saying I have black friends. Also factual, but actually, so one of my black friends today messaged me. He's like, "Hey, are you free tonight?" I'm like, "I have a podcast at 7. I'm free afterward. What's up?" He's like, "Oh, I wanted to see if you want to do a show." And I'm like, "I always want to do a show." I'm like, "When and where?" He's like, "It's at 7:00." And I'm like, "Damn."
That's dedication.
I mean, it's one of those things. And M has gone completely into revolt. I love it. Reese, I hate the news. Well, that's the problem, right? The news has no longer become informative; it's become propaganda, right? And that's the most frustrating thing, because you're like, there's important stuff that you should be informed about, but instead it becomes a farce, and you're just like, oh, I don't need that in my life, right? So, giving me food is all human needs to do to get laptop back. Yeah, that's fair. We have an auto feeder for my cat. So it goes off at specific times and it distributes a certain amount and it's fine. And the way, like 10 minutes before it comes out, he'll stand by it and just looks at us. He's like, make it give me food. And you're like, no, you got to wait. And it's like, no, just give me more food. And we're like, no, you've put on weight. You need to eat less food. And the cat's like, absolutely not. And you just like pause it. He's like, this thing needs more food to come out. And you're like, that's the best part, is they're saying how like dogs could technically speak like 40 words or something, like they have the vocal cords that'll process it, whereas cats, they're like, oh, cats would be able to speak like thousands of words, they just don't give a shit. You're like, yeah, cats can 100% understand what you say, they just don't care, which I respect.
My cat Goozy, he understands everything I say. He'll follow commands and stuff when he wants to, though.
When he wants to.
Yeah. That's that. Which I'm like, you can't. I've said this a million times. I'm like, a dog is a great companion. A cat is a worthy adversary. That's the science. Because if you fight a cat, like you can't sleep around a cat. It'll kill you. It's just, which I'm like, you deserve it, right? Yeah, scaremonger and it's bad. It really has become that. I prefer old geriatric white men reading the news with no emotion whatsoever and no opinion. That's what I like. That's the good old days. And then it switched, and you're like, it's horrible. Cats are evil. See, I feel like cats are evil for good, though. You know what I mean? Like they're a rightful evil. Atlas, what do you think?
Cats are chaotic.
Yeah.
Which not bad, but
no. It's like they're evil, but not in a bad way, in a like justifiable homicide kind of way. Where you're like, I mean, they deserve to die. They broke into my house. It's fine. It's
Also, they wouldn't be domesticated for no reason. They're like, hey, we like, when we catch rats, the humans feed us. So.
All right. So the next thing I got is this sweet potato.
Ooh.
Warming it up. A little bit of butter in there.
Ooh. Oh my god.
Jesus. As a child, I once had a cat swinging from my nostrils. I mean, here's the question, though, Reese. Here's the question. What did you do to the cat? Right? It's always comes down to what did you do? I mean, look, I never really liked sweet potato until recently. I tried them like in a very fancy place, and man, they were good. Like
I'm not a big fan of it.
I mean, like they have a lot of potential, but like sweet potato, you don't have to make it sweet. There's so much, like you add cinnamon and nutmeg and other spices and make it good, right?
Potatoes in general are like, it's for the vitamins and stuff, so play with it. Like,
yeah,
it's a consistency thing. You don't do it
well,
for the flavor of the potato.
Well, it's not even that, but also like people will like cover it in sugar and then marshmallows, and you're like, that's ridiculous. You don't have to do all that. That's
yeah. But better than nothing.
Yeah, also true. Brodo Baggins asks, "What does your tattoo say?" Quote: "Fuck Texas, go Dogs." End quote. Which
one? I got a bunch, dude.
Yeah,
that's so many.
He was auditioning for Captain Jack Sparrow, so he got some of those tattoos. It didn't work out. It went to Johnny Depp, but that'll happen.
Yeah, I was also. It didn't help that I was 8 at the time, so.
It doesn't matter.
Much older.
Listen, I've met you in real life. Just because you're 8 does not mean you didn't get tattoos. Let's be fair.
Oh, I had the tattoos. That had nothing to do with it. I just wasn't old enough for the part.
All right, hold on. Nothing, dude. Come on. I came downstairs from the toilet and bent down to stroke him, and he proceeded to swipe on my face. Long story short, his claw pierced the center part between right in the septum. Jesus, Reese. I mean, you shouldn't have tried to pet him. That's clearly what happened. He was not in the mood, and a little bit of spring mix. I like it. Yeah. I stood up and he swooned.
It's not spring mix. It's just fucking red and green. Fucking what do you call it? What's that lettuce?
Spring mix.
No, the green and red fucking lettuce.
Spring mix.
Called spring mix.
Spring mix. What is it called? The one that got the fucking
mixed greens.
No, the one that had the E. coli or salmonella or whatever a few months ago.
Romaine.
Yeah, that's the one. Romaine.
Also, so everyone knows, romaine is included in spring mix. Just
all right, there's our moist maker.
The moist maker looks fantastic. Brodo says, "I love Pirates of the Caribbean." That's not a surprise. Come on, that was my mistake, I guess. I mean, like, listen, I'm not saying it was your mistake. It was a mistake, and you, if anything, you fell into his trap. That's basically what happened.
Feel any better? My brother-in-law's dog is a jumper. I went over to their house and she came and jumped directly into my crotch. And
yeah.
I had to go get a scan for testicular swelling. I'm fine with it. But just the kind of thing they don't mean to do that sort of stuff. But
they don't know where your testicles are. That's fine.
The only thing that's not going to be besides obviously the vegetables, I'm going to throw not leftover. It's going to be actually, what am I kidding? None of this shit's leftover. It's just turkey is leftover in the gravy.
All right.
We'll
Reese,
throw some
Brodo-
pepper jack cheese on this bitch.
ooh, nothing wrong with that. Brodo Baggins says, Reese, if you got a turkey, you wouldn't have that problem. I mean, they don't have claws necessarily. And of course, Reese responds with, yes, Brodo. And M. Norfolk, also known as Anubis, has said, meow, 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 which is fair. And I think that's reasonable. I feel like if you could get a cat audience to appreciate your podcast, like that's real success. You know, like maybe not monetarily, but definitely like galactically. You'd be like, I have a podcast that cats love, and people are like, you won. Like that's definitely. I feel like that's definitely something that would work. All right. Jesus, that looks good. I feel like my fatness will never go away because I look at a good sandwich and I go, it's a good sandwich. And I'm like, I immediately want to eat it. But you know, TSB guy, also a cat, says meow, which is weird. Brodo asks, hey Cole, I'm about to make me a double smash bevo burger, horns down. I don't know what that means.
That sounds. I'm already in.
I mean, you had me at double smash.
You really have me a double. To be honest
Yeah.
with you.
Also, too, we are also an entire group of fat people, so it's you know, that's fair.
Could have been like double quarter pounder. I'm like, I'm in.
I mean, as soon as somebody says double anything, and I'm like, yeah, that's what's up.
Yeah. Why not double Fruit Loops? I'm in.
Bevo is the Texas mascot. Jesus, why are you killing the mascot? Just buy burgers. No, I know a lot of people that make their own burgers and they mix it up and everything. Atlas, are you sitting on your kitchen floor right now?
Yep. For a while, actually, it took me a while to notice. This is my. How? You've been here for half an hour.
That's also true.
It's long to realize. Well, because I moved to my kitchen because it's more enclosed, and then at one point, Katie came and looked at me and just went, and left. So
I mean, that's fair. Yeah.
That's women for you.
That is women for you. That's fair. That's one of those things.
Can you believe her? She's a weirdo and left.
And as you saw from our thumbnail, Brodo, that Atlas 100% looks like Syndrome. If you see him in previous pictures as well, he definitely.
When my hair is longer, it's especially like more. I shaved my head for a Halloween costume.
He did. Which I feel like that is a mental health win, not a mental health loss. But you know, what am I gonna do?
I think so. She just gave me like the last bite of a Panda Express bowl. Sweet.
That's fair.
Man, goddamn.
Okay, give me 1 second here, guys, because
This is gonna be a messy ass sandwich.
I mean, it should be like a good sandwich should be messy. I thought you meant like Downs. Atlas audio is messed up. Yes, we are aware that Atlas's audio is messed up. We are trying to do something about it, and by that I mean nothing. But
we accepted our fate.
Yeah, we've just accepted that that's happening because you know it's what we do. Let me see here.
Can't have a bad mic if you have no microphone. Remember that.
I'm not in my usual setup, Serge, that you see me. I don't feel like being in my office. So.
Give me 1 second here, guys, because I am going to.
I wonder though, if I disconnect the earphones and just go off the computer's mic, if it's.
Try it because already it's been fucking shit. So
well, somebody said, unless you have cool eyebrows, make them dance for me. Only do this.
That'll happen too. Hold on. I'm trying to add pics here, gentlemen. So bear with me for 1 moment here.
Atlas, you have cool eyebrows. Make them dance for me.
Atlas, I mean, that's fair. Yeah, he's using his headphones to do it. So
you do some eyebrow work. Come on, you live in California. I know you'd be doing some eyebrow audition commercials. Rock impressions.
Yeah, I can only like raise them one way. Is this better?
This is fantastic.
It's amazing right now. Holy shit!
It's just the computer mic. I just disconnected the.
Yeah, your headphones just suck ass.
I mean, like it's for listening to stuff mostly. It's not, you know, they're AirPods. Fuck, I'm edgy. What?
To his
Why is
eyebrows?
he
That's
looking?
weird. That is
Do
that is
you know what that means?
yes, I do know what
Pictures
that
up.
means. That's but hey, I mean everybody has their thing. That's fine, Brodo. You do you. You dirty pervert.
Brother was talking about turkeys the other day, like they were gonna be the next, I don't know, Babylon. So he's into some shit, man.
I'm gonna have to share my screen instead because it's not showing. This is a picture. This is what Cole is eating, just so everyone knows. The moist maker fell apart, which I think feel like makes it better. But that
Well,
is
it made the moist. So
I mean, I put it all back together.
yeah. Well, that's all that matters. Come on. That's reason. It's very
All
reasonable.
right.
Yeah. I drives me crazy that we have 35 minutes of Atlas having absolutely dog shit audio, and then as soon as he took them off, it's like spectacular audio. You're like, God damn, it's fucking. No. The hilarious part is that technology is such a bastard where you're like, bro, if it can be used at a mic, it should be a good mic. I don't understand why they would give you why would there be headphones that don't have good audio? It's ridiculous. And it's once again capitalism keeping us down. I have a thing for turkeys and eyebrows. Put some eyebrows on a turkey, and I'm going to pound. I mean, that's reasonable. I get it. Everybody has their thing.
This sandwich is good as fuck. Now the moist maker is a bit much.
Yeah.
If you just slap gravy on this instead of that extra piece of bread,
Yeah.
it's so good. And like every recipe I looked up on the internet had the sweet potatoes on it because I was trying to avoid the sweet potatoes. I was like, that sounds gross.
Yeah.
For one, I don't like sweet potatoes, but also it just seemed like it was going to be weird with the sweet and the gravy and all that. It's actually fucking delicious. Like,
I mean, listen, sweet potato done well will boost up a lot of different flavors. So it's a good thing, right? So you can add it in there. And like realistically, with the bread, I feel like the tricky part is that it has to have just enough gravy in the bread to stay in the bread instead of making it work. Like instead of making it more messy, it makes it just like a gravy layer. But that's a
I
hard
think
thing
where I
to
fucked up is I used like sub
top
bread.
tier bread. Yeah.
Yeah, I used sub bread instead of sandwich bread. I think sandwich bread probably would have went better with this. Wouldn't have fallen apart as easy.
Oh, just like normal ass, like the square and not the.
Yeah, I mean, you can get quality sandwich bread too, but just like any type of like sandwich cut bread would have been better than like a sub roll like I used.
But that bread also looked like it was soaking up so good. Like it's one of those things. I mean, like
it worked great for the moist maker part.
Yes.
Do you guys have a Hall of Fame for Hammered and Cheese, both either guests or like the food that's been made?
Not
yet, but we do now. We need to.
That is going to be happening.
Imagine it.
Well, because the last time I was on here, we did Napoleon's gnocchi, which was decent-ish, but
you actually cooked and didn't die. I think the funniest part about that was you putting the gnocchi in the water and then jumping up like a girl, which was hilarious because you're like, it might splash me, and you're like, yeah, that just happens. You just deal with it, and you're like, no, it was very funny. I remember that.
I mean, to be fair, Atlas, he's not like a chef. Like if it burns me, he might not even notice. Like I won't notice. You won't notice that I got burned. I got a burn on my hand from Thanksgiving. I didn't even.
You used to be like a line cook, right?
I was a sous chef. Like I was like in charge.
Years of
people.
service. Yeah.
Somehow I was in charge of people, but
that was probably a mistake. But still,
yeah, right. But
that's not your mistake.
It don't affect me. Yeah. But a normal person, that fucking splashed hot water shit is fucked up, dude. So
no, I know, but it's just more so that because Atlas, well, let's be honest, in California, and also has like real jobs, and now is a teacher. You're like, he's not gonna suffer on a daily basis like someone in a line cook. I was in a machine shop. I had 3 brothers. Like, regular violence attacked me. Like it was a daily thing. So yeah.
Okay, when you said not gonna suffer, I was just about to disagree with you, and then you were talking about like missing limbs and shit. But yeah.
You suffer like emotionally, and also not because of anything, but just for reasons. It's not
the kids, the parents, the admin, the stuff you got to do outside of class.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah,
but that's also like teacher. You need a really strong union to support teachers, right?
Yes. UTLA.
And here is Anubis saying,
Anubis is back.
"Get fucked. I hate you, but your sandwich looks good." I appreciate you, Anubis.
Thank you. I appreciate
I
it.
wonder if like it's not Anubis. They have epilepsy, and then they're having a seizure, and like I don't know how to type.
That would be a lot worse. I have to, because then I would be making fun of a epileptic cat, which I feel like is a sin that you can't recover from.
No,
like that.
But you make fun of me for my epilepsy tons of times, which fair.
Yeah, you're not a cat. No, that's fair.
This sandwich turned out way better than I thought it was. Holy shit! This thing is so.
It did flash a flashlight in my face, and good.
Technically, I could attribute that to peer pressure because everyone did it. So it was not. It wasn't exclusive. That happened. Just so everyone knows, this happened like peak pandemic, like when we were still like flattening the curve bullshit. And Atlas we were doing it was a Friday night mic, right? I believe through Eargasm, which is also based in Ohio. And Atlas opened his set. He was in his car, which also started the rumor that Atlas is homeless and lives in his car, which was also hilarious.
I remember those days.
Yeah, and then also like Atlas then all of a sudden was in a house, and it was his place or it was his parents, I don't remember. And we're like, whose house did you rob? Why are you in somebody else's house? He's like, this is my place. And we're like, we don't believe you. We think you're homeless in a car. But as soon as Atlas said, yeah, so I have epilepsy, everyone just went, hold on, and grabbed flashlights that were close to them. And we all just started click, 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 right into the screen. And he's like, I don't have that kind of epilepsy. It's different. We're like, oh, fuck you, man.
Super.
He was like, yeah, we're like, well, what the fuck, right? So yeah, it was pretty. I'm going to bring
on the
you
plus
to the
side,
depths
it
of
is
hell.
now one of my favorite act openers to do. So
definitely.
Thanks for that.
I feel like telling that story in and of itself is a great like you could make that an entire set. Like at least 3 minutes, right?
Yeah.
Guys, I am so full.
The moist maker doing his
I mean,
job.
you had like 9 inches of sandwich. That's fair. Like, and not like long, but high.
Okay, so I gotta. This is one of those dinners.
That's called the 9-inch nailed.
Hi-oh.
This is one of those meals where I gotta walk you through it real quick. Okay. Obviously, I walked you through how to make it, but to eat it, there's gonna be you need a spoon.
Yeah.
For everything that's left over after you're done eating.
That's fair.
And the entire goatee region of my face.
Oh,
you know,
the moist,
just sweet potatoes and gravy, bro.
So this is Victoria asked, where's the moist maker? So that's the moist maker that ended up being made. He's already finished it because let's be honest, he's fat like the rest of us, so it's fine. But hilariously, you made a moist maker and then you became the moist maker. It's kind of funny. I feel like that is a funny joke.
I was already the moist maker. Okay.
Only for dudes. That's okay.
Whatever works. Shit.
Listen, I am a cat, right? But I want alcohol. Give me alcohol. I feel like a drunk cat is always an entertaining cat. Like that's fair. Yeah.
Bottoms up.
Go to the vet or a little drunken sailor afterward.
I mean, yeah.
Victoria said, "Where's the moist maker? Did you show it?
I just showed her a picture.
You missed the whole show, bro. What's up?"
Well, so because she is occupied with other things, because we have an entire thing happening in our universe that
we're done already. We spent the first 15 minutes talking, and it's a sandwich. It's gonna go fast.
It's a good sandwich, though. That's for
sure.
sure.
And it was made with leftovers, so like I didn't cook anything. You know, I just warmed everything up.
Yeah.
I keep saying that's the point of the episode.
Right.
It's made with the Thanksgiving leftovers.
Right.
Yeah. So it's quick and painless, realistically. But yeah.
All I did, Victoria, was I toasted my bread, I warmed up my gravy, I warmed up the turkey, I warmed up the sweet potatoes, and then slapped it all together. Pretty much. I soaked the bread in the gravy. Boom. Done. Sandwich done. Melted the cheese too.
Yeah.
And now he's getting hammered. Bam.
And now he's getting hammered. I mean, yeah. That is the process. Realistically, no, you know what? I feel like a moist maker is definitely something that pops every time, right? And we actually had our Thanksgiving food. We had so much of it because we ordered this time from a bakery that's local to us because they had a deal, and it turned out so good. And I was like, I never thought to make a moist maker the day after because, of course, Thanksgiving in Canada, like the rest of the world, is in October, not November. So it's one of those things that people.
Oh shit! That's gonna start being, I think, for me, like, because yesterday I made Cubanos with Jack, and that's always been like a Black Friday tradition.
Okay.
Is just make cubanos with the leftover ham. Now cubanos are typically pulled pork, but like it's the fucking same. You know what I mean? Like it's just you throw some some Cuban seasoning on that bitch and let it sit in the oven for a little bit, and then throw all the same shit on there. It's so good. So that's what we do every Black Friday is make cubanos.
That's fair.
Well, I think this might be like one of the leftover traditions as well, because that shit was so good. I ain't gonna lie.
I think the biggest thing about leftovers is finding interesting ways, because like this is something that Cole and I have been talking about as well, is the idea that like if you use Saturday and Sunday to make bigger meats or stuff that will last, then it's a question of how you can make those interesting for the rest of the week. Because after like two, three
so it's
times
not
a
just
week,
the same thing every day.
Yeah.
Right.
It gets
And then you gotta
boring.
play
It makes you want to go crazy, right? Like
Yeah.
that's
Mhm.
legitimately
You
right.
gotta learn how to use your leftovers in a
Creative.
way that you want to still eat them. You know?
Yeah, yeah. It's one of those things. Anubis says instead of cocaine, it could be cat cane. I mean, I feel like that might be entertaining because cats notoriously sleep like 20 hours a day, like a lion.
Where I wanted to be in the first place.
I mean, who doesn't? Yeah.
I just know that Atlas is like all locked up from sitting on the floor for half an hour.
Oh yeah.
We're all of that age now.
I mean,
Yep.
yeah.
Nope. I found my first gray hair a few months ago. Like it's
Bro,
coming.
what you're
Hey, hold on. Was it
I'm
south of the
aging
border?
way faster than you, man.
Was it south of the border?
In the beard.
Ooh,
Yeah.
in the Arctic Circle. Interesting.
This
Well, no,
whole
here's the
side
thing.
of my sideburn is gray. It's like it's got like chunks of gray in it. I got like 3 or 4 up here in the head. Like
My dad was like full gray by like 40. It's coming. Like
yeah.
it's
Well,
gonna be
you
like-
have a mix of red hair in your beard, especially as this Cole, right?
which is from my mom's side. So
Yeah, but
His
red hair goes
I'm-
white like
I'm
ridiculous.
more like red tinted. He's
Yeah.
red. Like ketchup, like fancy sauce.
It's gonna make
I
a
don't think
really
so.
mean joke, but that's all right.
Oh, fancy sauce from Step Brothers. Mayonnaise and ketchup.
That's just Russian dressing.
Or as Cole calls it, yum yum sauce, which was on a few episodes ago, which he did add Sprite to. I don't know about that, but that was, you know,
My beard is turning ghost.
I
white.
have
I'm
Sprite.
sorry.
I have Sprite to the turkey too.
you added.
What the base?
You
Yeah,
basted it.
I put it face down in garlic Sprite.
Huh.
Oh, delicious.
That's pretty cool. Like I've heard of like Dr. Pepper being used to cook with. I've never heard of Sprite being used for that.
Dr. Pepper is good for like a barbecue.
Yes.
But Sprite, that's like lemon goes good on poultry. You know what I mean? So it's lemon lime. You know. So
Is
It's
it
just
though?
not
It's fine.
I would have thought of, you know.
Time for a ghost story. So I was like in my room, right, and the lights start to flicker. So I had to say, "Stop flickering light," and they stopped. Okay, this is why I refer to myself as a wizard, because I was standing outside and it was raining. I looked up in the sky as my wife was coming in the door, so she witnessed this, and I went, "I think we've had enough. Can you just calm down?" And within 3 seconds, the clouds just disappeared, rain stopped, and it was sun shining. And my wife's looking at me, going, "How did?" I'm like, "Don't question it. Just don't question it."
told this story so many times.
I rolled a nat 20 on my wizard check, and
I mean, right?
also
I'm on the road so much that I can tell you when the light's gonna turn green, like almost to the fucking
Oh yeah.
second.
I learned that yellow lights are based on the speed limit for that street or road. So at 30 miles an hour or above, it's a natural 4 seconds, and then every 10 miles an hour, you add another second for how long it's going to be.
I believe that because I have those timed too. I can tell you if I'm at a certain spot and it turns yellow, I can decide whether or not I can run it or not. You know what I mean? Usually I'm like, oh, I can't make it. And then I stop and it's perfect red. But that's just because like I said, I'm on the road so much. So I believe it. I don't know what the timing is per se, but I could tell you off of eyeballing it.
At least that's how it is in the US. I don't know about.
No. So recently I've noticed this, so that there are only a few lights that have longer. So usually it'll be like, so when the perpendicular light goes red, it's like 1, 2, 3 green, right? That is a normal thing. However, for us, Now in this area, a lot of them have been lasting like 6 seconds, and they're like, "Oh, it's for the crosswalk," and I'm like, "Run, make fat people run.
Right.
You don't
yeah.
slow down the cars, you pieces of shit." And that, yeah, I don't know.
One last thing to say about traffic lights.
Like-
Did you know the first traffic light? Actually, the traffic light was invented in Cleveland, and the first one was put in on Euclid Avenue and 105th, down right over here by where our hospital system is in Cleveland.
And
Before it
because
was
it's
the hospital.
Cleveland, it is the exact same lighting system that is still there. That is because it's Cleveland. That's it. See, M says you are magical, you are a god. I mean, lowercase g, not big case G, because that's
You
ridiculous.
was kind, you was smart, you was important.
I mean,
For the
I
record,
like
those
to
of you watching, I live in Cleveland. That's why
Yeah.
I sound so gay when I talk about Cleveland.
That's the best part is, but you know what though? You are a fantastic tour guide of Cleveland. I'll tell you that.
It's my doggy. My doggy's behind me.
It's yeah, it's your dog. There you go.
What did that say?
Bro, at the top,
Oh,
I see something.
turkey?
Oh, the dog.
There's-
Turkey?
Yeah. Last time I was at Cole's house, it wasn't a farm. Now it is. It's a farm with all sorts of animals and people. It's fantastic.
Oh, really?
Yeah. We have
Yeah.
a whole fucking
I don't think I ever got to go in Cole's house, right? Because you just
you shouldn't. I
You know-
only allow Greek people in because they're all degenerates.
Also
yeah,
true.
and then I'm a vampire, so if you let me in, it wouldn't have gone
Right.
You
very
have
well.
to,
Well,
you
I
have to
don't care
invite
about-
him and stuff. And
I'm cool with actually. I didn't know you were a vampire. Otherwise, I would have invited you in because the only downside is you don't get to eat garlic. But I want to live forever, so I can. That's
Right,
a
it's the
balance.
widow's peak. That's how
It's
you can tell
valid.
I'm a vampire. It's the fucking widow.
that's why we call Atlas Daywalker. That's fine. Yeah, that's reasonable.
Which is funny because like he does burn in the sun.
Yeah,
Yes.
he burns in the moon. Let's be honest.
I'm not a
Okay,
ginger, right?
Yeah. it's just factual.
Daywalker. Yeah.
Yeah, you're the Daywalker.
Oh my
But,
god!
I
I've
mean, that's
gotten
only
sunburned driving home in my car, which is the most shameful thing ever. Where you're just like, because my commute's an hour coming home, and it's I'm going south to north while the sun is setting in the west, so it's just blasting the left side of my car most of the way.
Dude,
And like there
don't
have been
feel bad.
if I don't put a little flip lip
Don't feel
down.
bad. As a DoorDasher, during the summertime, my arm looks like it belongs to Donald Trump. Okay,
yeah, that's yeah.
especially because I don't have air conditioner in my car, so I just
Oh,
stick my arm
God.
out the window
Oh,
and
yeah.
just go, man. 100 degrees outside, just cooking.
You're handing the thing to them, and the hand's going like, "Here's your stupid meal."
Yeah, basically, yeah. Also, Anubis says, by the way, I can see ghosts.
Yeah.
I 100% believe that cats can see ghosts. There's no
Oh,
question
sure.
about it. No, it looks all like human. It's silver. I can see it. Yeah, that's totally reasonable.
Katie thinks there's a
Do you
spirit
guys have a ghost?
in our apartment because, like, in the morning, like early in the morning,
Yep.
in the bathroom, the lights will flicker but not come all the way on, like even when they're off.
Oh yeah, that's definitely a ghost.
And she's like, "It's Ernie." I'm like, "I'm taking a fucking shower. I don't
It's
care
just
about."
an apartment. Everybody's turning their lights on all at the same
So,
time to get ready.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah.
What you should also do is buy an Ernie doll, like from Sesame Street,
Mm-hmm.
and then just hide it somewhere in her stuff,
Oh.
and
that's
don't say anything. Just
That's
My
and say,
sister,
did you buy this? Be like, no.
y'all remember Ruby, my sister?
Yeah,
So she has like a fear of dolls, like
that's
like
fair.
like an unlogical, unrational fear of dolls.
Yeah, that's what a
Uh,
phobia is. It's
She stayed
irrational.
with me and my ex for a while, and my ex was big into like cosmetology shit. So she had
Mhm.
one of those like heads that you cut the hair and design it and whatnot.
Yeah.
And I used to just like leave it in places where my sister would find it, and she would just like, "Oh my god!"
Yeah.
Sometimes she would walk by, and I'd be like, "Here it is," and throw it at her.
You're like, catch.
You're
Just
an
yeah.
asshole.
Yeah. No, but that's fair. It's your little sister.
you
have
gotta train people to get over their fears.
I know. Well,
Like-
there's that, and then like it's part of being a brother is like doing shit
Yeah,
like that.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was their guardian at the time.
Oh.
You're safe here. Let's play with
I
dolls.
left that
Yeah,
part, but
that's immediately how that goes. Yeah, that seems accurate. Yep. No, that's fair.
She was 16. I was 24. We're still siblings. You know, it is what it is.
That's fair. That's fair. I can see it in the hallway. It's like a real woman looks like a bride. I mean, that's only fair. Listen, I feel like I want to know if ghosts are real, then like, do you get to choose your clothing or not? Because I feel like that's, yeah.
I don't think ghosts haunt our apartments. Like, there's a comedian that pointed it out. I forget his name, but like, yeah, no, that's like, why would you like if you're a ghost and you can just be anywhere? Why would you want to stay where the poors are? Go hunt the rich. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Well, there's that, and then like most of the ghosts you see, it's always like some Victorian child who died of tuberculosis. Just once, I want to see like a ghost from the '90s that like drank too much surge, and now he haunts this tenement housing from after the LA
Yeah.
riots.
There's a
Like,
joke about
good
that.
point. I think like you see, it's always like you said, a Victorian ghost. It's like those people didn't live very long, so they have unfinished business. We live too long, so when we're dead, we're done.
Yeah.
We just wither away now. Like,
We get time served and we're out. Yeah.
facts.
I mean, that would make a lot more sense. Is like, in actuality, you just there are amount of years that you have to be here, and you
Right.
didn't fulfill your contract, so now you're stuck as a corporeal.
Right. You still got 20 years, man.
Yeah,
Like,
it's 20 to life, right?
If reincarnation turned out to be a thing, you know that they would figure out a way to like move debt to the next life or something.
Right.
Oh, 100%.
Of course they would.
Serge says I was a ghost hunter for a while years
Oh my
ago.
God.
Listen, this is why like there's a comedian who does the joke that's like I want like a new age ghost to jump out at people and be like, it's Britney, bitch, and you're like, that shit
Yeah,
would be fucking
exactly.
great.
That's what I'm imagining here.
Absolutely.
Like, yeah.
Yeah.
Sir, you need to take me and Dino on a tour so we can make
Bro,
content.
I would. Oh, don't even get me started. Like
I
that's
mean,
the
I'll
thing.
cry like a little bitch. I don't like that spooky shit, but it's good content, so I'll do it.
Why is it that we only make
I
friends
love
with people with beards? Like something just
beards and a feather flock together.
So people, it's they just they're like, those guys look like me. Let's hang out. It's the KKK effect, man.
oh my god.
I mean,
Not a good name for it.
The Black Panther
What you
effect,
talking
whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, that's fair. No, you don't have talk to one and the clothes that you're dying in is what. Yeah, but like, what if you were in your drawers? Then you got to wear drawers the whole time you're a ghost. That seems
because
unreasonable.
the Victorian ghosts are like in a nightgown or something, right? Like that makes sense.
Yeah,
Um,
that would.
What if you die right before you come? Does that mean you have like that right before you come feeling the whole time?
you're
I
The rest
believe
of
judging in the
your
afterlife.
existence?
You get
That's
the title
gotta be
edge
the word.
lord. You're an edge lord at that point.
Yeah,
That's-
you're an edge lord forever, man. Right at the finish line, like right
I
before
feel
the
like
finish
that could
line.
definitely get you right. Like that like realistically, a lot of people die during those circumstances, whether with someone or not. Right. I feel like it would be worse if you were like alone, senior citizen. You're just trying to rub one out to feel like to get to sleep, and then they find you like with your just and you're like, that's a horrible way to get found.
Or like
right?
Elvis taking a shit.
Yeah.
I
don't
feel
know.
like I would.
Knowing my dad, he would probably go that way with just like as a bit. Like
Yeah,
he'd
yeah.
find some way to die in a like undignified but only for us position.
Yeah,
He'll have
yeah,
to find him.
I feel like this is a bit in the making. One of you guys got to work this out as a joke.
Okay.
Yeah, no, that's fair. Just
His
because
dad's
like
actually dead, so I feel like he gets precedence. Mine's still
yeah.
alive.
Yeah. But yeah, it's like also too. I see that's the whole thing though too is you like we put him in a suit and everything like that, right? But it's like I don't feel like there's got to be some sort of you got to be able to make arrangements, right? Like where you
If I die before any of you guys and y'all put me in a suit, I will haunt y'all for life.
Yeah.
Me too. I told people like if you wear fancy shit to my funeral, I'm gonna haunt y'all for eternity. Show up in like
Show up the way you show up, man. Like
I want to show up in like some weirdo costume. I feel like that would be fine.
Show up in a mascot costume or your fursuit, your persona.
I mean, like that would be 100%. Like I feel like that would be the way to do it.
If Kyle survives, I lightweight like before like outlives me. I lightweight want to give him an acting job because he always needs one. Where he's he shows up dressed as Death.
Yeah,
like
definitely
Grim Reaper at
He's tall enough for it. It makes sense. That's fine.
I've told this story on Generation Dan before, but there's this retail space near my mom's place that never survives longer than 6 months. And I keep telling her, next time someone rents it, let me know, and I'm going to show up in like dressed as death and be like, "You just bought it.
You have been warned." Yeah,
you've been warned, and then leave.
Yeah, I give you 6 months. Yeah,
but since I thought of the idea, no one's rented it. It's been for rent for ages now. I think people figured it out because it was like a pizza place, then a sushi place, then a nail salon. That it just never survives for whatever reason. I have no idea.
It's definitely haunted. The door in the hallway is just open and closed.
No, like just that one. Everything around it's doing fine. Like just that one retail space.
It's definitely cursed. It is like a glitch in the matrix.
You are still too much for the rent or something.
Yeah. Maybe. I feel this is the thing is I feel like it's like the sacrificial store of the plaza. Like so everyone else can be profitable. Somebody has to take the hit, and that unit is the one. But yeah, no,
that just seems like I should go track down the mob and be like, hey, you want a good place to launder your money? This place never survives. Just go do that. And then
I feel like that would like in this day and age where like everyone has like a weirdo job, which none of them sound like jobs, but I feel like you're the site coordinator for money laundering on behalf of organized crime is definitely a top tier job. Like I feel like that would definitely
that's what Ozark was about.
Yeah, where he was like trying to find places to launder his money.
It was also in The Accountant where he had an entire plaza that was all cash businesses and all of them were laundering money through him, right?
Right.
Or he was laundering money through them. Well, no, if you dye in clothing in a draw, you still weight the clothing, but no draw. I don't know what that means.
I think draw means undies, like your
in draws.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like there's got to be something, right?
See, y'all call them draws, but down south we call them breeches.
Breeches? We just said undies or underwear over in.
Don't call them undies.
I prefer calling them panties.
Panties.
That's those
everyone. No, they're not. Panties are for everyone.
I call them boxers or underwear, which is funny because I don't wear boxers. I wear briefs, but.
Okay, Real Talk says burnt in my body or put it in the woods, but don't put it in a grave, but please make sure I'm dead. I mean, you can have one, you can't have the other. I have a deal with Victoria where I'm like, I want to get one of those bio burials, so they make a tree out of you. So, but this is the thing: is most often what happens is you get pulverized and you're food for the tree. I'm like, no, I don't even want to be embalmed. I just want the tree to be planted underneath me, so it lifts me out of the ground, so I can have my face in the tree, like just screaming, just so people
like Han Solo.
Yeah. I want to be Han Solo, but in a tree.
That would be cool. Or like Pocahontas, Han Solo, Disney.
That's what I was thinking of, like the grandma in the tree. Yeah.
Well, in the States, you have to be embalmed, even if you're going to be cremated.
Yeah.
Wow,
so
random.
I kind of want to be cremated into a tree, also, like either a bonsai tree or a weed plant. But I have to be left for somebody who's going to take care of it. And
it's one of those things where I'm like, I'd rather be in a tree. Just for the simple fact that I'm like, graveyards are horrible. I don't want to be there. It's
I love the idea of like me being food for a tree, and then my like grandson or whoever or my great grandson
can chop down the tree
under me on a picnic blanket. The circle of life.
I mean, makes you kind of a pervert, even in the afterlife. Yeah,
but I'm dead.
Yeah, I get it.
I mean, there's certain people that if I found out they were turned into a tree, I would figure out how to get rights to cut that tree down and turn it into toilet paper.
Also true. Yeah. There's a little bit of that.
That is some spite that I am here for.
I mean, so that's the thing is like, if anything, I would drop some poop off and be like, it's fertilizer. Sorry. That's what you get. Right. And then I poop on your tree. That's
that's the pissing tree.
Yeah, that's the pissing tree. It's never. Who are you gonna call Ghostbusters? I mean, I feel like we're at a point.
Equal to the giving tree that nobody wanted.
So I love this. I wouldn't smoke coal weed. I mean, it doesn't give you high. It just gives you anxiety. That's it. It's definitely just that kind of thing.
I The least anxious person you know.
I cannot read this, but I appreciate you regardless
Dino.
for commenting.
Dino,
Yes.
I'm the least anxious person you know.
It's true.
I know, but I feel like it's still in you. Like you have found a way to like force it into your bones so that the only thing, like the only time that we'll get it is if we smoke cold weed.
I think anxiety is my aura that I give everyone else. Like everybody
Exactly.
else around me has anxiety.
Yeah.
I don't.
It's like you have anti-anxiety powers, but you give it like you radiate it, like you enhance it and just spread it out.
Trust me. I'm like, it'll be like this. Trust me. And everybody's like,
nope.
and then I'm right.
In your defense, yeah, you have consistently been right, and it aggravates me to no end. Because I like, let's be honest, we both have levels. Well, you're more autistic, I'm more ADHD. I think that seems accurate. Maybe both. I don't know. Whatever. The point is this: is I will go in and like just try and pick information apart and try and figure it out. Whereas Cole would be like, I think this will work, and then it does, and it's infuriating to no end. But useful. So now, like, the problem is, I also know him to be the kind of person that will give you something and gain your trust and then bamboozle you and be like, it happened. And you're like, fuck, you know, it's the one time I believed you and it was false. Yeah. But yeah. Anyways, let me see. Hold on. The best thing about my husband is blind and it's easier for him to play Marco Polo.
Jesus. Who said that?
The cat. It was 100% the cat. Anyways. All right. This has been Hammered and Cheese, the Moist Maker, everyone. We hope you enjoyed it. Please make sure to like and subscribe to all of our channels. Atlas and I will be back tomorrow for Generation Dan. But yeah, so Dino the Genetic Marvel, Atlas Novack, and on top, Sniffing Glue 22. And we'll be back on Monday for Life of Giants and tomorrow Generation Dan. So come check us out.
Do y'all need a guest for tomorrow?
We have a guest for tomorrow.
Okay, I'll be on to watch it. What time?
4 o'clock.
4 o'clock. Yeah. Okie dokie. Also, the Moist Maker was the sandwich, not me. For once.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you're gonna.
You look glossy.
Hosting Generation Dan while I'm in Japan for 2 weeks in a row. Also.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and that's going to be infuriating. I'll tell you that. That's just period. It should be interesting.
Konnichiwa.
All right. Night.
All right, everybody. Have a great night. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye.